Good morning, church. God has given me an opportunity in 2 weeks to go to Bolivia as Maranatha. We're going to build a church down there in a very small town. Entre Rios is the name of the town. And I got to thinking, as he's giving me this opportunity to go and serve him, I knew of my nephew from Sandy's first husband is down there. He runs a self-supporting ministry down there. It's called Instituto Quebrada Leon. And this doesn't mean anything to me, but it does down there. Anyway, I got a hold of Dosong, and I asked him, is there anything I can bring? Because I'm going to be seeing him. I'm going to be spending 4 days there. What his ministry is it's a missionary medical school. And people come from all over South America, even from as far as Korea and the United States, to learn how to go into villages and present the Word of God through the medical field. He trains nurses and dentists, and they have a lifestyle school there where you learn to live healthily, as Maria is trying to teach us here. They, of course, use plant-based foods and stuff like that. But he said, bring us books. And so Gabriel has very kindly provided these books that have, they're in Spanish. This one is a Spanish cookbook, tells you how to cook healthily. This one is Habits That Heal, and this is Steps to Christ. And so I'll be carrying those down, but he says we have a great need for Bibles. And so this is what I'm asking you to share in this, to purchase Bibles to take down. We're going to take the Remnant Study Bibles in Spanish. I've already contacted Remnant Publications, and they have plenty of Spanish Bibles for us. And so we need funds to purchase those Bibles. And so if you would like to join me in providing for this very great need down there, just come and see me afterwards if you can help. Thank you.
We finally get our stay in country, and then we start losing our members one at a time, huh? Okay. He's coming back. Okay, all right. And he only gets 2 weeks. All right. Very good. Very good. Very good. I tell you. Choir practice this afternoon, choir. Don't forget that. And Patty, glad to see you back. Very good to see you. I had a couple of things I wanted to say, and then I thought, well, I don't know, I should, but I'm going to anyway. I was at the conference office. That's never stopped me before, has it, Sam? I was at the conference office this week, and I was able to, we have a meeting, and then we break for lunch at noon, and we go into a little place, and there's like 25 people that are there. And so I picked the table furthest away from all of them. There were only three placemats on that table. And so I was like the second or third person in, so I took that table. And when the conference president came in, I escorted him over to my table so we could get some information regarding our pastor. Because all of you know that Pastor Dupre, unless he or Linda fails some health check, and I've talked to him recently, and they have gotten, he said, I think at that point I talked to him, he had 8 or 10 inoculations. He said, I am sick. He says, I'm just sick because of all this stuff inside of me. And he says, but that will pass. But they're going through all that process, as you know, and then they will be going to Bangladesh. So, first off, The 16th, which is that 2 weeks away? Yeah, 2 weeks from today, Pastor will be here, and he will teach Sabbath school. We had already arranged for a speaker for that week, months ago actually, and so he said, don't change that plan. We'll just let him preach, but I'll be here for Sabbath school. So that's an incentive to be here on time for Sabbath school. Might be the last chance you get to see the pastor. And he'll be here for potluck. And on that day, we're going to have, what do we call it? Well, so everybody's going Friday to the Father Day, so I don't know. But we're going to have an appreciation for him. We're going to give him we've got a plaque that Bowie has been working on getting put together, and a couple other people have been helping. I have no idea. She probably went to New York to get that plaque. Washington, D.C. I have no idea where she even is. I didn't know that. But she is coming back, right, Brad? That's good. Keep tabs on that wife of yours, Brad. But anyway, we're going to have an appreciation presentation and so on for the pastor, and we want everybody to be here. And like I say, he'll be here through potluck, and as you know, he eats very little, so we'll have a chance to talk and visit with a lot of people. I know. It was part of the plan. Thank you, Les. Anyway, I got the conference president sitting by me, and I said, well, we need a pastor up there. He goes, oh, you people can do fine on your own. I said, no, we cannot do fine on our own. We need that override. He says, well, your pastor wasn't there anyway. And I said, well, but I said, and I seriously mean this, just his demeanor, just his attitude that he brought with him every time he was here. And it just, I'll tell you, in my mind, it has brought this church closer together than it's been in a while. And so I played that down, however, and I said, we really need a pastor. And because he had told me earlier, he says, I got a couple of people that might be able to and willing and all that. So I said, okay, well, let's start interviewing. He says, I can't interview yet. Your pastor's not officially gone. And I said, well, but we're ready. We hit the ground running in Kingman. And he said, the problem is, he says, I've been through too many of these processes where everything looks fine, and at the last minute, it falls through with regard to somebody going to another area. And so anyway, he said, as soon as he goes, we'll get on that. And I said, he's supposed to, now my understanding is, I'm not telling anything out of school here, because my understanding is that he is scheduled to speak in Bangladesh on the 2nd of March. Okay? And again, my understanding is he's always taking shortcuts and cutting corners, and I never know for sure what he's doing. But my understanding is that, again, the 16th, 2 weeks from today, will be the last time the pastor is in the Kingman Church. So we want to have everybody be here. And I don't know, Bowie had talked about or not. So I'll kind of put a bug in your ear. When you come for potluck, maybe make something that's a little special, something that you wouldn't do every time. And he eats vegan, but all of us don't. So whatever you want to bring, because we really like to send him off with it, in a positive note. So please plan on doing that, and I'll keep you posted on what I find out. I'll let you know as much as I know with regard to the recruiting of a new pastor. Thermostat. That thermostat back there on the wall. We're going to connect a transformer to that, and if you touch that thing, it's going to knock you across the room. Do not touch the thermostat. Robbie has special pliers or gloves, something he's going to use on that so he doesn't get electrocuted, but the rest of you are in peril. So please don't change it, and if you absolutely think it has to be changed, find Robbie or one of the deacons and say, I am, perspiring here, and I need some relief. And if they don't tell you to go outside, they might change that thermostat. But anyway, we want to keep that. We have the Sunday church coming in tomorrow, so that thermostat's going to be on when we leave here today. I think that's part of the thing is we have this in mind. Well, we need to take care of that, which is good. But overall, it's not what we need to do. So please, hands off the thermostat, okay? All right. visitors, we have some visitors. We're glad you're here. New faces, anyway. I see David's brother Lincoln's back there. Saw him before. He's from a far, far away place. I'm not at Virginia, isn't it? Is that close? Oregon. Oh, wrong brother. See? I know exactly what's going on at all times. But anyway, we're glad you're here, Lincoln. If we'd have known you were coming, we'd have made a place for you, buddy, up here. But anyway, thank you all for your support and your. Again, we have our speaker schedule filled through the end of March, and I tell you what, I sleep better at night just because of that. Because we're going to have to do that, and so some of you who are going, I really don't like to speak because I have this bad voice. We don't care what you sound like. If you're asked, please accept, because we need to fill that. And I don't know how long it's going to be. It may be months. I know in some instances, some churches go 6-8 months, and I'm hoping to avoid that without a pastor. But whatever it is, we're going to be fine. I mean, I'm absolutely believe that. But thank you all again, and thank you visitors for being here. Please stick by for a fellowship meal right after the service, out the back doors to the left and to the left again, and have a happy Sabbath.